Jennifer is involved with Diddy. I saw Diddy and Jennifer having sex. And I also know that Jennifer sold young boys to Diddy.
He joins us now, sharing her story. Natanya, thank you so much for being with us. I can't imagine what you've been through since 1999 and then all the emotions that must be coming up over the last couple of days.
I can tell you that immediately, the moment she opened her mouth, you could see that Combs was listening intently to everything that she had to say, as well as those jurors.
After Jennifer Lopez was dragged into the Diddy lawsuit over allegedly being the gun mule in a 1999 nightclub shooting where Diddy and J-Lo allegedly made a rapper named Shine take the fall and spend 10 years in prison for them, people have started digging into her past and it raises some questions.
I don't know if he was present with that, but I know he had been hanging around with him in London, in Paris, different places.
Law enforcement sources are expecting the feds to widen the Diddy probe to include previous criminal investigations. Now, we know Diddy was criminally investigated regarding that shooting in New York, but I didn't realize the extent of J-Lo's involvement.
And I said, Puffy shot me in my face. This man testified. I testified in the criminal trial. This man testified in the criminal trial. People are like, why didn't she speak up then? Why is she saying something now? She want clout. Are you dumb?
J-Lo is just, I don't know. Every man she's been with has said the same thing, except for Diddy. Diddy's the only one that said she was a great girlfriend and how he wish he hadn't messed it up.
Well, she deserves it. She's one of the flyest out there.
Yeah, well, she thinks that of you too. She named you one of the great loves of her life.
Yeah,
was she one of yours too?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a certain, this is not J-Lo year. Just when we thought she had the most romantic story imaginable, the Me Now documentary flopped and she became entangled in a divorce. The interesting thing is that there are allegations that link all of this to her past relationship with the disgraced businessman Diddy. We're going to reveal some amazing hypotheses in the end that prove Ben left J-Lo because of Diddy, so stay tuned.
Everybody else that's left her, oh, she was too this, she was this, she was that. But Diddy said she was perfect.
Maybe she was meant for the medal.
What happens if you're only perfect for the devil?
Ben Affleck actually recently walked away from J-Lo because these allegations were coming out.
And isn't there even some concern that, or proof that Pastor T.D. Jakes?
Well, I'm getting right there. So there's this big list that Diddy said, I'm not going down alone. Because Cat Williams went on a podcast a while back, and Cat Williams, who's a well-known comedian in the black community for a long time, he went on a podcast and basically just regurgitated all this information that was just so valid. And he said, all these people, he said, you got God on one side, and then you got the other side. And he said, the other side, they're all going down in 2024. And he mentioned that he was offered $50 million 4 separate times to join in with these Diddy parties to basically be sodomized. And he turned it down every time.
To help his career.
To help his career, to bring his career to the next level.
You're on a raft.
Yes.
In the middle of the ocean.
Right.
You look in the water.
That would give me so much anxiety. Go ahead.
Oh, this is about to give you more anxiety. You look in the ocean, you see 2 people floating.
Oh, shit.
You can only pull up one because that's how much room you have on your raft. You look in the ocean, you see Ben Affleck, and you see Diddy.
That's it! J to the L, give me 5.
The relationship started to fall apart after a club shooting in 1999. Diddy reportedly knocked a drink out of someone's hand, starting a brawl at a pub in New York. 3 individuals were injured during a quick escalation, including Natanya Rubin, who said Diddy's gunshot hit her in the face. After that, the 2 ran away, but they were apprehended soon after. Diddy was temporarily held following her arrest, while J-Lo was released from detention hours later. He and his bodyguard were released despite facing serious accusations because witness Jennifer said they were both innocent. To discuss it, are you sure Puffy won't be found guilty in this trial? Yes, I will. Are you planning to testify? If I'm needed. Since everything has come to light, some believe that she may have made her biggest mistake by lying to save Diddy's name.
Car drove by, saw a female hand throwing a gun out of the
Ridiculous.
car.
I don't
You're the only female
it.
in the car. You don't want to talk about
Ridiculous.
it? You very confident that Puffy will be found innocent in this trial?
Yes, I will.
You going to testify?
if they need me.
And he had a sex tape on J-Lo.
Jennifer Lopez has multiple tapes.
We knew then that there was a nice tape out there on J-Lo.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
His father done things to him that he should be in jail for.
And I can tell the video was graphic in nature.
Can't tell you about the first time I met him, the real truth. Can't speak on it, you know. Some stories gotta be untold.
Who was at blame, do you know? Moses Michael Barrow also performs under the stage name Shine. We had never heard of Diddy's apprentice, a teenage rapper. Shine, who attended the club, received a 9-year jail sentence. In spite of everything, Diddy and Jennifer dated for around 2 years before splitting up in 2001. During interviews, the two also spoke well of one another and shown no symptoms of animosity. Many people are wondering whether she and him have a strong bond since they committed a crime together. Now that Diddy is dealing with so many legal problems, individuals are beginning to express their thoughts, even if nothing has been confirmed as of yet. The rapper who spent 9 years in jail, Shine, said in a recent interview that Diddy had destroyed his life when he was just 18. He said that after turning around, the rapper requested others to testify against him for an untrue accusation.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison.
The fact that Natanya, the shooting victim, never changed her story is also strange. She said, Diddy was pointing the pistol at her when he shot her.
And I said, Puffy shot me in my face. This man testified. I testified in the criminal trial. This man testified in the criminal trial. People are like, why didn't she speak up then? Why is she saying something now? She want clout. Are you dumb?
If all of these accusations are true, Jennifer might potentially be in serious danger. She reassured everyone that Diddy was innocent and did not have a gun. People are left wondering why everything appears so confused and why she is still so close to him. That's because he has something on her. Suge Knight has made similar claims while jailed. Now, let's talk about one theory as to why Ben left J-Lo. Suge, a well-known rap artist, said in his podcast He Runs from Prison that the FBI's alleged seizure of recordings from Diddy's house was the reason for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's alleged strained relationship.
And then have a family, and I got 3 kids now, and it's a whole long road later, and I have a much better sort of perspective on it all, although it's still can be very confusing and difficult to deal with.
I'm quite sure they probably called the FBI gave respect the courtesy call of Ben Affleck. It's a white man who got respect in the white world. I'm quite sure they said, we want to show you some things. It's about your wife.
During the federal raids on Sean Diddy Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami earlier this year, it was reported that Diddy had cameras everywhere in his house and that he kept videotapes of prominent people engaging in compromising actions and illicit activities hidden in his safe.
According to Suge, these films are not your typical home movies. These startling recordings might provide light on J-Lo's involvement in the 1999 case. There were sequences on these videos, he said categorically, that would show Jennifer had lied when she said Shine had the weapon, which resulted in his incarceration. She was apparently Diddy's stand-in at the time and was aware that the pistol belonged to him. Suge thinks that J-Lo and Ben Affleck are at odds because of Affleck's ownership of these documents. He said he was sure the FBI provided the video to Ben as soon as they found it. Do you think the feds are pursuing J-Lo and that Ben dipped before becoming engaged as well? It's an interesting theory. Although it's unknown whether this is hard evidence or just another Suge myth, it has undoubtedly caused many people to examine the alleged split of the Hollywood couple more carefully. It couldn't possibly be the profanity. The idea that J-Lo and Diddy ever have a connection, help with PR, or anything else clearly set Ben off. That, together with J-Lo's image as a high-maintenance individual, celebrity admirer, and well-maintained person, is a prescription for catastrophe. Let's take a brief look at the causes of the two lovers' dissimilar personalities.
As fate would have it, 20 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I felt inspired in the same way that I did when I did that first record. I was like, I'm going to make This Is Me now.
Jennifer was in love with Ben, it is obvious that he was the one who chose to end their relationship. Ben could have just taken a more stern stance, considering how clear it is that celebrity